Hi everyone, I am back with another one for you today. I had hoped I could get these out a little faster than what I have been, but just got a lot of life going on, even though we're all kind of stuck at home right now. So, alright, I did this one on yupo, which it's been a while since I used any. I'd been using Nara or the Graphics Craft Plastics, but this was on 9x12, just medium weight yupo. I used the Ranger brand inks. The colors were Stream, Clover, Cloudy Blue, and Cool Peri. And I used the Pinata brass as well for the metallic. I had an idea of what I wanted to do on this one when I started. This is one of those times when everything worked perfect. I knew what I wanted to do, and the ink decided it wanted to do the same thing. So everything worked out really, really good. And I'm really happy with this one. This is one of my favorites that I've done in a while. I have kind of been feeling like I've been in a slump lately. I just haven't been real thrilled with a lot of what I've been coming up with. Otherwise, I might have had videos posted a little bit quicker. Although I have a couple that I need to work on the voiceover for you all. I'm skipping over them so I can get to this one first because I liked this one the best. As far as the painting went, this one. I'm a lot happier with this one, the most I've been turning out lately. So what I did right here is just I was sort of making a rough sketch. That's the only way I can think of to put it. I knew where I wanted to go, and I knew I had multiple colors that I wanted to use. And so I just sort of blocked out with the stream where kind of my little roadmap to follow. So see, you'll notice that I turned my little ink spots different directions so that I could, keep that in mind that this is where I want to go with this, to follow the trail, follow the trail of ink. But that's the reason that I turned them those ways, and that's one reason I went ahead and laid this ink down without spreading it out any to start with. I just wanted to kind of get a little bit of that initial, this is the way that I want this to go before I started doing very much to it, just so I didn't lose that vision, because that's actually happened to me before. When I start with just the one spot and work from there, then I have to stop and think, oh, darn it, what was it that I was going to do? Now I can't even remember where I wanted to go, and so I guess I'll just do this. And I feel like I just do better sometimes if I do it this way, if I kind of block it out when I have a specific idea in mind for where I want it to go. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol. I know a lot of you may be running out or already out of alcohol, although it should be getting in some areas a little bit easier to find. I've been hearing from some people that they have been able to find 91 and 99% alcohol on the shelves in some of the stores in their area. It may just be a case of luck of the draw, and you just happen to get there right when they've stocked it. But it does seem like there might be a little bit more coming back to where maybe people can find them. Blending solution will work if you can't find the alcohol. I don't love it myself. It's a little bit thicker than alcohol. It has some additives to it to make it thicker. It's kind of sticky. Takes your stuff longer to dry. And it just moves a little differently just because it's thicker. So but if you can't find the isopropyl alcohol, I would recommend the blending solution as an alternative, unless you do have access to grain alcohol like Everclear that's at least 190 proof. Of course, I think that's the highest you can legally buy is 190 proof. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know about that. But anyway, the higher the proof, the better. You want at least 190 proof if you're going to use that. But keep in mind that the metallic, at least the Pinata brass anyway, did not work good at all with the Everclear. It worked good with just the ink, just the colored inks, but it really did not work good with the Pinata brass. So keep that in mind if you're going to use Everclear or some other grain alcohol like that to do your painting with. All right, so you'll see I came at this one a lot differently than I usually do, where I sort of started, wisping it out on one end and then turned it and started wisping it out on the other without finishing the first place I started. And then, you notice I hadn't put down any other ink colors yet. And so I kind of skipped around with this one a little bit, but it worked because, my brain was just working things out. Because I knew the direction I wanted to go, but I didn't have any specific, okay, I want this color here and this color here. And, so as I was going along, I just decided, other than the initial, these three places that I used the stream in, I just decided as I went along and would put the colors down where I thought they would look good. Just used them where I wanted to use them. And this is, interestingly enough, I think this might be the first time in a year of painting now. I can't believe that. I've been doing this for a year, the alcohol inks. I think this is the first time I've ever used the color clover. It's been sitting in my ink tin for a long time. I think I've never used it, but I really did like it in this. It was a really pretty green color. It is one of those that stains on yupo, though I did notice it stained a little bit blue underneath it on the yupo. So keep that in mind if you're going to use it with yupo, that it is one of the ones that stains. Although most of them do, I think, so. But this one stains blue, in case you wanted to know that. Alright, so you will notice I am keeping my dryer very close to the surface. I'm using it on the cool setting. Now there were just a few times when I flipped it over to the low heat setting just for a minute. Mostly if I'd gotten too much alcohol down and I wanted to dry it a little bit quicker, so I didn't have to keep working that area and end up, losing my metallic or, blending it in too much. But I would only flip it over there just long enough to start getting that spot dried and then put it right back on the cool setting again, because I didn't want to warp my yupo. So I had to be real careful with that since I wasn't using heavyweight. That's definitely something to be sure you keep in mind. If you're not using heavyweight yupo, to be sure that you use the cool setting. So there you can see I decided to go ahead and put down some more color here before I blended this end. And I believe this was nope, wasn't cool peri. That was clover. So that was some of the clover, I guess. I decided to go ahead and put that down before I worked on kind of wisping out that end a little bit, because I wanted to have plenty to blend right there. Wanted to have a really good soft blends between all of my colors on this one. So I didn't finish one section of ink before I started another one, so that I could kind of work those ends at the same time to get it blended together a little bit better. Excuse me. And you see, I think I want to say that was the Cool Peri. I can't, my screen's so small while I'm doing this voiceover that I can't even see the bottle to make sure that that's exactly what it was I was using there. But yeah, I can tell from the color. That was the Cool Peri. And I tried to use the Cool Peri and the Cloudy Blue, mostly just for highlights. But then I liked the way the Cool Peri looked so much that I actually ended up putting in a little bit more of it than I had originally planned. But I'm really happy that I did, because I think it turned out real well like that. And there's one spot in here, you'll notice the little embellishments, the little dots that I did. I hadn't even thought about doing that at the beginning until while I was painting, my bottle of Pinata brass dripped. It dripped 2 spots down on the yupo. And as you know, it would have stained the yupo. I mean, I would not have been able to get it to where you couldn't see it. I wouldn't have been able to completely clean it off. Would have gotten all the metallic off, but it would have left sort of a yellowish kind of place underneath it. So I decided to just go ahead and embellish away when I got done, and I'm glad I did. It turned out to look really, really good on this paper, or on this painting. And after I got done, I realized how much it reminded me, color-wise and everything, of the pictures of the bubbles that the girls had blown. I don't know if any of you all that follow me on Instagram, the Artfully Abstract by Lorrie, there's a post on there of Maddie and Zoe, our granddaughters. Well, they were doing giant bubbles. And huge, gorgeous, gorgeous bubbles. I wish I had gotten, a ton more pictures than what I did. But they were just so pretty, and these long, snaking kind of bubbles. And that after I finished this painting this evening, I realized that that's what it made me think of, was these bubbles. That they were, you can't really say blowing, I guess, because they weren't blowing on it. Their bubble wand is at least 12 inches around, if not more. So, but they were really cool. So if you follow me on Instagram and haven't seen those yet, you should go look at those pictures, because those bubbles are awesome. Just a homemade bubble recipe that we got off of Pinterest, and mixed up our own bubble solution. And now I did kind of cheat a little bit, I guess, on the bubble wand, and there's a ring that we put the bubble solution in that I actually found at the grocery store the last time I was there. They had set out some summer things at the grocery store, some bubble solutions and things like that, and had those there. And I was just, as soon as I saw them, I thought, oh, that would be so cool. So I had to get that for them. So they had the ring and the bubble wand, and it came with some bubble solution, but that stuff was awful. It didn't work good at all. So, plus it got used up really super quickly. So we just made our own, which worked fantastic. I've got something I want. I don't usually do this. You all know that watch my videos much. I don't usually set any music to my videos, but I did want to play a song for you all today, because I love this song. Absolutely love it. I have gotten special permission from the writer and performer and everything of the song. But I also wanted to share with you all that he is on YouTube. His name is Mark Anthony Harrison Buckley. And it's M.A. Buckley Art and Music. Look up his YouTube channel, because he does alcohol ink art. He does sketches, absolutely gorgeous drawings, alcohol ink art, resin art. I'm not sure if any of his sketches are on YouTube or not, but he does have some of the drawings on his Facebook site. Because he also does have a Facebook page too. I'm going to put the links to where you can get this song if you like it, or check out some of his other music from it. I will put the links in the description box. But do definitely, go check out Mark's channel, and I'll put the channel down in the description box as well. But it's M.A. Buckley Art and Music on YouTube, and there on his YouTube channel, I don't want to get this wrong. Go to the About tab on his YouTube channel, and there are links on there to his Instagram and Facebook account as well. But yeah, check it out. But I'm going to go ahead and put this song on for now, because something about this song just absolutely, it just touched me. It did. I don't know, it just stirred something in me, and this has been an amazing song for me to paint to. It inspires me to paint. So I wanted to share this with you all, so I'm going to play this song for you, and I will be back shortly. I hope y'all enjoyed that song as much as I enjoy it every time I hear it. Mark, thank you so much for letting me use that song on here. I really, really appreciate it. All of us here at my house, we've loved listening to this. So don't forget, y'all, I will put the links down below. You can get it on Amazon Music, Apple iTunes, Spotify, a couple of other ones that I will put the links to down below. And, check out his music. He has got a lot of other music on there besides just this one. So, yep, check it out. Check out his YouTube channel, M.A. Buckley Art and Music. And you won't be disappointed. He does some beautiful painting. So, and by the way, Mark, you need to get some more of those paintings on there. Want to see some more. They're super good. All right. So, back to this. So, well, as you know, as y'all were listening to the music, you could kind of see just what, I was skipping around back and forth here and there, trying to just decide where certain colors were going to look the best, and just kind of filling in as I went. Just playing it by ear a little bit on this one, because I knew the direction, like I said, that I wanted to go, but didn't have any specific color layout in mind. So just kind of went with the flow on this, and was really happy with it. I was really pleased. This is one of those that I wish I could see in person, because it really is prettier. The colors look much better in person than they do on the screen here. All right, so to put the dots on, that's why I disappeared there for a second. I forgot to get out. Well, I didn't know I was going to need them, actually, I guess. But I use these little Pixis. I don't even know what they're called. They're dotting tools to me. There you go. See, it's like a stylus. That comes with a bunch that you can pour out on your paintings, just like I did. So that came with something that I ordered. I don't remember what now, but it came with something a while back that I had ordered off of Amazon, just as a little extra with whatever it was I had bought. So, well, at least I got to use them. So there you go. But anyway, I just squirted some of the Pinata brass in that little cup, and it was just like an old medicine cup off of one of the kids' cough syrups or Tylenol or something like that, a liquid Tylenol. I just squirted a little bit in the bottom of the cup, and would just dip that little stylus down in it and dot it on my paper. And the initial spot where you touch, you're going to have a bigger circle, but you could usually go, at least 2 or 3 times, sometimes 4 or 5, with your dots out through there before you needed to put more ink back on your stylus again. I did not mix any alcohol in with the brass. That's just straight up Pinata brass squirted into the cup. And and just started kind of working it. And the spots that I needed a little bit bigger dots than what was coming down, I just sort of made a small, gentle, circular motion with it, and, made my circles a little bit bigger where I wanted to get them a little larger. So I hope this is something that would be really easy for y'all to try, and you don't need to have this stylus thing. I mean, pretty much anything will work that's got a tip on it. The nail tools, I think, that a manicurist uses to, do the nail art with, those will work for this. Whatever this little plastic stylus thing that I have that you all have seen me mess with the inks before with when I'm trying to fill in a spot, something like that would work. I'm sure you can find something that's just very small. You just want something that's very small on the end, unless you want really big circles, not just little dots. So that was really all I did. And I mean, this one, as you can see from the length of this video, everything just came together perfectly. And I was just thrilled to pieces with this one. It was one of the first times that I've walked out of my little art room in a while to show a painting to my husband, going, all right, wait, I got to show you this one. It's great. I love it. So he was probably happy to hear that, instead of me coming out going, all right, what do you think about this one? So, all right, once again, let me say thank you again to you, Mark Harrison Buckley, You all please check out his YouTube channel. Check out his music. The song was only like 99 cents. Because before I even asked him if I could use it on here, I had already bought it from the Apple Music Store, and I think it was only 99 cents. So, if you want to support a fellow artist, there's a good way to do it. He is incredibly talented in way more areas than I am. So I'm very impressed with him. He's definitely got a lot of avenues of talent. So check out his stuff. The links will be down below. And, give this a try yourself if you've got anything that you can use for a little dotting tool. And it's a great little way to add something to a painting. This one would have been good by itself without the dots on it, but putting the dots on it just really made it better. It looked good before, but it looked really good after to me. Like I said, I wish y'all could see the true colors of it. I don't know what it is about putting something on screen. Oops, sorry. I thought I was going to get through this one without yawning, but I didn't quite make it. Not sure what it is about, that alters the colors of it so much. And they're nowhere near as pretty and vibrant, and I don't know. So, but anyway, it's great. The dotting really did help on this one. So keep that in mind as another form of embellishment. Like I showed y'all the stencil, for one you're not happy with, put a stencil down and stamp some ink on it that way. You can add to it like this with the Pinata brass, or you can just use straight alcohol and make little circles in your ink. Because if you just touch the alcohol to your ink, it's going to push that ink out and leave you, just a little circle on your paper wherever you put it down at. But just a few more ideas, things for you all to branch out and try different ways to kind of make your art your own too. Come up with some really cool original way to embellish it and kind of make it your own. Sorry, I had to get a sip of drink. Throat was getting dried out. All right. Well, thank you all again. I know I say this constantly, but thank you all again for the love that you give me. I really appreciate it. I'm getting more subscribers, and welcome to all you new folks. I love seeing everybody new here. I really, really appreciate the time that you all take to watch my videos and leave these lovely comments. It means a ton to me. And like I said, if I get to 5,000 subscribers, which that's a big jump for me, so we'll see. But if I can get to 5,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway, and I think that I am going to do a double giveaway. I'm going to have 2 prizes. So, maybe one painting and one little kit of art supplies. So, well, there y'all go. There it is. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be back just as soon as I can get something else decent ready for you all. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.